Hey, this is a bit of a solemn and serious video today. First of all, my heart goes out to all of those communities, families, people that are battling with coronavirus. Just like our physical health, we have to also pay attention to our digital or cyber health and how we watch out for all of the disinformation that is out there. Listen, cyber criminals will always exploit the headlines. They will always take advantage of our fears and our ignorance. Whether it's for product sales, whether it's just to make us panic, or whatever the motivation is. My daughter, the reason that prompted this was feeling as a dad. My daughter texted me and said, "Hey, there's a student I have just seen that a student is being pulled out of class, out of their dorm by people in hazmat suits." Well, of course, that was a social media post. It made its way all the way around the campus and was absolutely false. So I want to just let you know some of the schemes and scams that we have seen, make you aware of them so that you're listening and that you act differently. First of all, there is just massive disinformation out there right now. There are hoaxes, there are rumors, and you need to be extra skeptical at the moment. One example, there are government advisories out there that aren't actually being issued by governments. They are false, they are fake, they have nothing to do. For whatever reason, people are putting those out there. There are bogus home remedies of how you can solve the coronavirus, which there's no vaccine yet and probably won't be for 12 to 18 months. Of course, there are home remedies like washing your hands that are legitimate. There are products meant to defraud you, pills that you can buy, masks that don't actually work. You have to be really careful that what you're buying is actually legitimate. And on top of that, there's price gouging. So masks that are going for hundreds of dollars on Amazon that you don't probably actually need. Hand sanitizer that has run out at your local store. Think before you spend all of the money on this, because there are many other answers. There are a ton of fraudulent emails that scam you into clicking on COVID-19 type alerts, an alert in your hometown from your school system, a remote work policy from your work. It may not actually be your work. False test results we have seen, COVID test results. Of course, you probably haven't been tested, but you're tempted to click on those links. We've seen a bunch of videos, social media, blog posts, fake articles that spread disinformation. A lot of it about voting and the voting that we're going through right now, and polling places, politics, and so forth. So watch all of that. This is essentially the weaponization of information. It happens all the time. It happens in the corporate world, it happens in the government, and now it's happening around the health system because it's in the news. So just like good hygiene, physical hygiene, washing your hands, there are cyber hygiene tips that will help you protect yourself. Number one, if you don't recognize an email or a text, if you weren't expecting it, don't click on it, don't respond to it. It's probably not legitimate. If you can't verify that it's from your work, from your kid's school, from the government, do not believe it until you verify it. Same advice for social media, articles, videos. Don't believe it until you verify with a source that you trust, that you go to over and over again. Do that before you take the action that they're talking about, because most of these right now are not legitimate. So sources like the CDC, the World Health Organization, your local news if you trust it, or the paper that you trust. Finally, if you have questions, ask an expert. Don't count on what you see in the media necessarily, what you see on the internet, especially on the internet, as being totally legitimate until you verify. The point is, just like with cybercrime, those who think before they react with this COVID, and vice versa, those who think about their digital settings and what they're doing online and email and text and on those devices, those are the ones who prepare in advance for that avoid the worst outcomes. Listen, thanks so much. Sorry it's such a serious topic, but it's really important that you protect both your physical health and your digital health. Thanks so much and stay safe.